Vision of a millionaire. One day, I woke up and I said, I want to be a boxer, but I'm too heavy. So I started training. I had the vision of a millionaire. So I kept going, I kept grinding, I kept training. Vision of a millionaire means you set your mind to something and you push all the way through, no stopping, all the way to the end. You got to see your vision to the end. So I just kept going. I kept training. I ran into a lot of obstacles, but I was determined. I was determined to make the Olympics. Age 31. I wanted to make the Olympics. So I started training. I started 200 pounds training, saying I want to make it to 147. Well, anybody with a normal mindset, you would say, no way. No way. At 31 years old, no way. So I started going to the gym and sparring. I took some losses, but I had the vision of a millionaire, so I kept it going. I kept pushing. I kept training. I kept learning because I didn't believe that I wouldn't be able to do what I set my mind to. So I started off this journey. I kept going along, and as I went along, I picked up a lot of nuggets in my life. Every time I set my mind to something and I say I want to accomplish it, that's what I do. So again, scared to get in the ring, running in and out the ring, sparring, taking a lot of hits. My calling in life was not to be a fighter. My calling in life was to be a motivator, was to be a thinker. So God allowed me to go through that situation, motivating a lot of people, motivating them to train better, motivating them to be better than they was. But I just kept going. I changed my diet. I changed my diet to a low carb diet, a keto diet, determined to lose weight. I started losing weight. I started being more consistent. Next thing you know, I switched over to being a vegetarian. I just went completely vegetarian. Started eating a plant-based diet. I just pushed myself to be the best, to make that 147, right? That next year in October, there was a amateur fight that they normally have at the fairgrounds where I'm from, in Augusta, Georgia, small city and town. They have a fight in October. So I said, next year, I'll be ready for this. I'll train. I'll drop my weight from 200 pounds to 147, and I'm going to compete. I was scared. Like I said, I wasn't a fighter. So I would jump in the ring for sparring and jump out. But it was the courage for me to face my fears. So I kept trying and I kept getting better. And I went to other gyms and, I learned as much as I could because I had the vision of a millionaire. I kept pushing. I kept going. My only goal was to succeed at what I set my mind to. So I came up with a moniker. I called my name The Truth, like Earl Spence. I was so motivated, and I'm such a huge boxing fan that I thought it was for me. So I kept pushing and pushing. Next thing you know, I'm dropping weight, right? I'm 180 pounds. I'm 172. I'm 150. Here come October. It's almost time to compete, right? I'm 147. I made 147 because I had the vision of a millionaire. I kept going. I kept striving. I kept hustling. I never gave up. You know how many people told me that you're not going to make it to the Olympics? People box all their life and they never make it to the Olympics. You're not going to do it. But I didn't believe that. I kept going. I kept trying. And I made the weight. So little did I know that by the time it came around for me to compete, that when I made 147, and I was a 31-year-old man at the time, and all of these amateurs, they start out early mostly. They start at an early age. So now, I done pushed through all these different obstacles, ran all these miles, jumped in the ring to spar all these different times when it was uncomfortable for me, to be able to compete on this day to find out I'm a grown 31-year-old man and I'm competing against boys. Now, how did that make me feel? Did that make me feel like I was in my right frame? Did it make me feel like that this was for me? No, it didn't. It made me feel out of place. But what did I gain from that? I gained from that whatever I put my mind to, I can accomplish. Even if at the end there was a stop sign that said, you know what, this ain't where you're supposed to be. I learned that. I learned that day that as long as you're determined to succeed, you will. So I encourage you to have the vision of a millionaire. You can join me on my YouTube journey. My new vision of a millionaire is to become a millionaire in the next 5 years. And I'll be pushing and doing that and succeeding. And I want you to follow along with me because I want you to do the same thing. This is just one instance in my life where I set my mind to something and I actually accomplished. My grandfather always told me, Stanley, it's okay to get hit. Just don't get knocked out. Meaning in life, you're going to face some obstacles that are going to come your way. And it's okay to take hits from those obstacles. But what matters is that you get up and you complete the task. That you keep going. That you keep pushing. That you keep striving. I believe in you. I know you can do it. You got to have the vision of a millionaire.